take place at CCFm on the 7th of October 2021 from 10 to 12:30. Now, Seth will be speaking on influencing communities positively to bring healing and transformation. So you might want to stay tuned. Hi there, Mr. Naicker. How are you?
Hi, Natasha. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. Muizenberg is a bit windy, but we move. It's a new day nonetheless.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we're not going to be blaming Muizenberg for all of the weather right around the country. It seems like it's going to be a rainy weekend.
Oh
But
no!
we need
Oh
it.
no!
We need the rain. We need the rain.
We encourage the rain. We do. But the sun is also quite nice, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll go for some rain right now. So I'm in Johannesburg today, coming to you all from LA, not Los Angeles, but Lower Alberton.
Look. Oh, lovely. How's the weather there? I see there's a reflection of some sun. Are you?
Yeah. I'm just sitting close by the sunshine. Well, it's not actually sun. It's just the light of the day. So if it's too much, I can edit it a bit.
No. It's all good. Okay. It's all good. Now, just jumping straight into it, would you tell us about your work and ministry as a reconciliation entrepreneur?
Well, that's a title short, if you like, an AKA, a values-based AKA. I use it in some of the consulting work that we do. And yeah, Natasha, it's work that's directed towards the field of people, culture, and leadership. And over the 20 years of my career, through India Afrique, we are able to work with organizations like Heartlines, Columba Leadership Trust, some corporate companies, and even church spaces, where we focus around issues of inclusion, of diversity, and what some may call developing communities of practice and transform communities. So this reconciliation entrepreneurship work has allowed me to serve young people and youth and adults. And part of the work is speaking and communicating, with a values-based approach to our work.
Oh, wow. And particularly regarding the event, what will you focus on, and why would you say it's important, especially in a time that we're living in right now?
Sure. Well, let me just say a thank you to the Association of Christian Media in South Africa, ACMSA. I have, been working with them indirectly through the work we do with Heartlines. So I'm really honored to be at this event that's going to be on the 7th of October. And my focus on this event as a title shot will be influencing communities positively, as you said, to bring healing and transformation. And I'm really looking forward to tapping into this topic as a topic that is, if I may say, required for such a time as this. We're living in South Africa. We have seen a few years of democracy. I'd say at best one could look at it as a democracy that is working, but is struggling in its working. And as we think about media agencies and media industry, there's a reach. And what can we do as media agencies to put out a communication, a way of being, a strategy around what we're doing that will help our communities, help young people, and help youth and communities that are in religious spaces, in professional spaces, because the media industry has a lot of power. So how do we bring this message into play that media can actually influence communities positively? So I'm looking forward to bringing that topic. But think about it, just July passed and unrest was made worse. And so how do we use our communication channels? What do we say? Are we talking, news that is good news, or news that is fake news, or news that we just made up from somewhere? So media agencies have to be thinking about their messaging. And if people are out there and they are interested in what they can do through the airwaves, I mean, at Heartlines, we talk about our movies and our training campaigns that we do. Where Heartlines, we talk about through media. I mean, through a movie, you can reach millions of people. Radio, you're reaching
Absolutely.
hundreds of thousands of people every day. So what
Yes.
messaging is going
Mm.
out there in a time like this?
Yes. What is the content? 100%.
Exactly.
And I think also spreading that awareness. So this is quite exciting. And perhaps my next question, I mean, it relates with me even because I've just graduated, well, not graduated, but I've completed my degree in communication sciences. And this is such an amazing platform. So I will definitely make my way. And so on that, who are you looking forward to speaking to at this event?
Maybe before I go into the who I'm going to speak to, I'm just excited right now that I'm speaking to Natasha Kumalo, and I want to say congratulations to you.
Thank you. Thank
Congratulations,
you.
because this is the reality. Like if I tapped right now into
Mm.
your story as a person that's working in media, you more
Yeah.
than just a face that we can now see live and hear. There's a story behind it.
I came prepared. I came prepared,
Yeah,
okay?
there we
Put on
go.
my best
There,
face.
there we go. There we go. And the reality is
Yeah.
that when we say congratulations to you, if we had to tap in, and I have a reason for saying this, Natasha, to where you're coming from, to who you are, there are
Mm,
spaces that we
mhm.
have to start closing gaps, because there are many more young people,
Absolutely.
many more unemployed people, many more people that are not sitting
Yeah.
on a gravy train of whatever this democracy has offered. So
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
we talk about the people that are out there, I'm looking forward to seeing, radio personalities, hosts of shows, people that are in the industry of media, that are writing content, that are developing content, that are communicating on a
Yeah.
regular basis via media streams. And as we get to
Yes.
focus on this topic, hopefully it will be a reflective time where people can actually consider what are the stories that we are carrying with us.
Yeah.
Because sometimes,
Yep.
even when the actual data has been verified, people have a perception, and that perception is built upon where they come from, who they are. And I'm hoping in
Yes.
some kind of way we
Yes.
can have a courageous conversation where I will land some provocations that may be positive and motivational, but
Yes.
also help us to critically reflect on how do we continue this project of healing and transformation in a
Yes.
very disruptive
Yes.
world.
How do we grow?
Yeah.
Mm, mm,
So
100%.
power to the
Sure.
Kumalo family. Power to the Kumalo family.
Ah, thank you. And communications is so broad. It's extremely broad and it's needed. And I think such platforms are there's a big need for it. So big ups to you, and I'm very very excited to be present at this event. 100%.
Yeah.
Seth, did you got that?
Yes,
Hey.
I'm just tracking with you on this event, and as I pause my own clock from the excitement of the event, um,
Hmm.
let me just go to a live reflection. I returned yesterday from KwaZulu Natal, where we met with people that are coming out of Phoenix, Inanda, Utuma,
Mm,
um, how do we call it, Kumashu, and Umhlanga. Hashtag pink.
Gomashu.
Yeah?
Yes.
Hashtag pink, they call it. These were people that were largely focused on via news and media because of the so-called, race kind of entanglements and disruptions that took place
Yes. The division. Mm,
after the what one now can say is unrest, but also insurrection that took place. What a great moment
yeah.
we had, and people were there from some
Sure.
media agencies. And I'm reminded again that when people can be human together, that we can find one
Mm,
another, that there's possibilities for common ground. But common ground is not just
yeah.
to say, let's be at peace and we leave the systems as it is. I think when I
Mm,
when I think about media, we have a way to put out messaging that gets people to be thinking deeply. And I ask leaders,
yeah.
what are you preaching about? What are you teaching about?
Yes.
If our messaging through our communication is not going out, we can't only be responding, hey, when the country is burning, now we need to do the work. Because some
Yes,
people,
suddenly we need to start
yeah,
working,
right
yeah.
there, Natasha, some people have become tired of talking about the topic of justice and reconciliation. They say,
Yeah?
oh, no, we've done that. We wore the t shirt, we went to the
Yes.
conference. Well, if we're living in a country where we know 30% in general of unemployment, 60% of unemployment with young people, some bit of this transformation, which is largely what I would call unequal transformation, has
Of
left a
course.
majority of our population feeling like they are lost and alone. I believe that through
Mm,
ACMSA, this networking event can get us thinking. And imagine if we have a few more communication agencies that make an endeavored commitment to reconciliation, justice, and what I will call revolutionary peace. I think we're going to have an amazing time together. And hopefully, this will be a moment that will inspire a movement, a continued movement, but a renewed continuation towards the project of true freedom and liberation in our country.
I mean, I'm already excited at this point. I can't even wait. So, and I don't know if it's because I have a communications background, but yes, it's your passion in this topic it's getting me. So I'm quite excited. I mean, I think you've answered this in a way, but the very last question that I'm going to ask, so is how will you engage attendees and what will they take away from this event?
Yeah, I think it'll be a reflective moment. It's interesting. I'm the speaker, so I don't want to pitch more than I can deliver. But
Yes.
I would say that I'm committed to the topic of issues of transformation. So, in my own background, I believe that I'll draw people towards a space of academic reflection in some way. Where we'll intellectualize some stuff, but also talk about our practice. How do we get into the activism of the work? And through our reflections, maybe we can be thinking together as you come to the event. How do we draw? I'm going to be focusing a lot on story. I got into, I'd love to know about Natasha Kumalo, as I hope people at CCFm would like to know, because I'm saying there's power in story. And I'm reminded by the ground, it says, you either embrace your story or you stand outside your story and you hustle for your worthiness. So there'll be a reflection on story. We'll be drawing from where are we working from. I think that's an important point, that we know where we're at and where we need to be moving to.
Yes.
And as I said in the promo that we put out a week ago, what is our messaging in such a time of this? We need to quantify and qualify. Have we done our homework on the messaging before we put it out? And a lot of the time, we're not having a quick response, an in-depth response, and a critical thinking response that allows us to capture our messaging in this time that will bring truth, that will bring transformation, that will bring some healing. So please get to the event on 7th of October. Yes, I will be there to bring if I can say, the motivational message or the message that will give us reflection. But more than me, it's going to be an amazing event for professionals in the media industry to connect, to network, and hopefully do something in such a time as this right across South Africa as media agencies and media industry people.
I'm excited. So just to confirm again, it is on the 7th of October at CCFM from 10 till 12:30. Am I correct?
Yeah, the event is at 10:30. It's ACM SA. The event will be coming in from 3 locations: Cape Town, KwaZulu-Natal, and Johannesburg. The people to contact will be Natalie Turco of ACM SA. And I think on CCFM's platforms via Facebook and Twitter, people will get maybe a messaging piece about the event. And we want to say thank you to CCFM for being part of this event, and then obviously giving us time today to talk about it. I'm just here excited to engage media organizations in South Africa, faith-inspired media organizations. So if you're out there, please get to the event on 7th of October, and I'll ask my colleagues that are here at CCFM to put out the links and the registration links as well. So peace out to all of you.
I'm excited. Thank you so much, Seth. I can't wait. And all the best. See you there.
Thank you, Natasha Kumalo. Ciao.
All right. Keep well.
Bye now.
Bye.